Holy shit, we're doing this. Okay, so first I wanted to introduce myself. My name is Zoe. I have a 5-month-old baby girl, and I am a first-time mom. And I've been wanting to make this video for a while, partially because I love watching YouTube videos, and when I was pregnant, I loved watching videos related to baby products and things that people found most useful, products that maybe are super marketed and you don't really need. I just kind of really wanted the inside scoop from other people who had experience, and you know, not just getting experience from friends and family, because a lot of times you know, things change over the years, and I wanted to put in my experience of products that I have used every single day. And specifically, I'm going to be talking about from 0 to 2 months, things I use every single day, and I narrowed it down to a top 10, or else we're going to be here forever, because there are a lot of products that I would love to talk about, and maybe I'll talk about in future videos, but I'm going to keep it to these 10. There are a couple products that I combine together into one, and you'll understand when you see what I'm talking about. And one of my products that I'm going to talk about, I'm not actually able to show you because my baby is currently taking a morning nap, but I'll insert a picture of that product and other similar products, and I'm going to try and link everything below that I'm going to talk about. Okay, so first things first, in no particular order, this is a weighted wipe holder, not a warmer, and it's really nice because it clicks open and has a nice soft close. It has this weighted part on top, which is why it's a weighted holder. And you can put pretty much any wipes in here. This is just a like Kirkland baby wipes, and all that I do is like rip that top plastic piece off, set it inside, put the weight on top. So for most wipes it'll work, you just have to rip the top thing off. And then it's nice because when you are changing a diaper, it just pulls out really easily. They don't get stuck together. And trust me, if you don't already have a baby, you'll be using a lot of wipes. And when you're in those moments of desperation, when they make a big old mess, which they will, you're gonna need those wipes quick. Sometimes I even pull 3 out all at once to prepare myself. So that's a product I used every single day, and I still use every single day. Okay, next, this is a little light I keep in our room. It's really nice because it has a super low dim setting. So it has this one where it will change colors. I don't ever use that one. But this is just like a warm setting. It's hard to see because it's light out. And to make it brighter, you just like hold it down and you kind of tap it, or I just hold it. So that's, you can barely see it, but I have it on the lowest setting. I keep it on throughout the whole night. I personally breastfeed, so it's really nice to have just slight illumination in the middle of the night so that I can feed her. And yeah, super inexpensive also. Once again, everything will be linked, but this little light, I use it every single night. I don't go a night without it, so highly recommend. Next thing I want to talk about are sleep sacks. So a bunch of these products that I'm gonna show you, I did not actually have before my baby was born. And that's because even after watching all the videos online, talking to friends and family, you know, to build my registry and just kind of getting gifts from the baby shower or, you know, along throughout my pregnancy, I accumulated a lot of stuff, thought I had everything that I needed and then some, and I did, but within the first week to 2 weeks, there were a couple things that I realized, holy cow, I actually didn't realize I needed X, Y, and Z. And that's, again, why I wanted to make this video, because it may be helpful for someone. So I had prepared myself with a lot of swaddles, and I thought I was fully prepared. But we, for some reason, did not have a sleep sack. And my baby did not like to be swaddled after the first couple days of being born. She just did not like being constricted. That's just her. She wants to be super independent. So we had about 2 different sleep sacks we use on and off. This was our favorite one. It's also the most cost effective, and it was gifted to us by my mom. Shout out, Mom. But it is super plush, really warm, but still a little bit breathable. Super, super soft, really easy. It zips all the way down. It also has a zipper down here, so you can zip up if you're doing a diaper change throughout the night. But she just loved this because you can have your arms out. You can layer as much as you need underneath this. And we use this literally almost every day. And the other one that we had was a fleece one, which was nice if you had a really, really cold night. But this one works, you know, just as well, if not better, because it was really thick. And again, we could layer her. She's currently wearing one right now in a bigger size. I can't show you that because she's napping. But yeah, highly, highly recommend. This is probably one of our most used items that we did not have before she was born. So highly recommend. Also on the topic of sleep are pajamas. So my absolute favorite brand of pajamas is Cloud Island. They sell them at Target. And these are kind of just the basic cotton ones. And then there's really, really nice, extra stretchy ones. The reason I love these a lot is because they're extremely soft, lightweight, so good for layering. And also they stretch so much that they can fit for a while. Even if, you know, for example, this is a newborn size. My baby was born already having to wear 0 to 3 month size because she was pretty good size baby. Nice healthy baby. But this is the only like newborn size thing she could wear because of the stretch. So love these. Main reason I'm bringing these up is because sleeping outfits are obvious, but these all come with those little hand covers. So this is, you know, you have an option to have it open with your hands, and then this can close. And our baby loved to sleep with her hands literally like on her face. So she would scratch herself and get a little baby acne because she just always touched her face. So at night it was crucial for us to have these, and we did not have enough of these. We had a lot of pajamas, but surprisingly, a lot of pajamas don't have hand covers. So we really stocked up afterwards on pajamas with hand covers, and again, these are my favorite. Okay, so I'm sure everyone in the entire world has heard of the baby Bjorn, however the heck you say it, bouncer. So we actually have two different kinds. We have the baby Bjorn, and then we have this baby Delight one. Now, this one was gifted to us from our baby shower. I actually had it on the registry, and this one I ended up buying later with my own money. I wanted to have two because I wanted to have one upstairs and downstairs in our home. And to be quite frank, I really wanted to love this one because it's less than half the price of this one. I was hoping that this one was just super hyped up and it wasn't worth it, but it really is. And a couple reasons for that. This one bounces way smoother and easier. This one kind of just gets stuck. It's hard to see without a baby in it. And also, this one's just way comfier, super easy to take on and off to wash, which you will have to do. We've already done that at least a couple times. But it also just looks, hold on, check on my baby. Ooh, she's waking up. All right. So this one is very aesthetically pleasing, which is obvious. If you care about that, then I would still recommend going with this one if you can afford it, because it just overall works better. It's comfier. And it just looks nice. But the one thing I found out recently, which doesn't matter till your baby gets pretty developed as far as like trying to sit up, because we realized with the Baby Delight one, the way that they strap in is from the back. So when she tries to pull herself forward, she can kind of almost fall out of it. Whereas this one, you're strapped on the sides, and you know, she'd have to be able to pull this entire thing up, which she can't. So yeah, so overall, still recommend this one. It's a bit safer for once they start growing. This one's just fine. Again, it's just, if you're gonna get two, maybe get this one and that one, but either way. But the biggest reason that I'm including that in this video as, you know, one of the products that we used every single day for the first 2 months is because from literally a couple days old, I put her in one of these in the bathroom so I could take a shower. I have never been that mom that is like, I can't take a shower because of my baby. I knew from the beginning that I didn't want my baby to control my life. I mean, there are times when that is going to be the case, but I wanted to make sure I was still taking care of myself, and taking a shower is just basic. It's just a basic thing you need to do to take care of yourself. So I would recommend super early on doing that. She has always been happy in these while I'm showering, as long as she has a clean diaper and she's had something to eat. So there's also toy bars that these each come with. This one automatically comes with. This one, it's an add-on. I didn't buy it for this one, and obviously I have it for this one. So this one I do use a fair amount for the shower. This one I often keep downstairs, but they're nicely interchangeable. So highly recommend these, mainly for being able to take a shower. You can use them in other parts of the house. It's also helped a lot so that I was able to make myself a meal pretty early on and have her close by and know that she is secure. So yeah. All right. Next, in that same kind of category of making sure your baby's secure so you can do things, is I would recommend some sort of baby wrap, baby carrier. I actually have a wrap and a more structured carrier, but I'm recommending the wrap for 0 to 2 months over the more structured one. This is the Solly Baby one. I love this because super stretchy, super comfortable, breathable, and when the baby is really small, he or she can be very cozy. They're super close to you. When your baby's really, really young in that 0 to 2 month range, they want to be on you almost 24/7. So it's hard to do even just the simplest of tasks like unloading the dishwasher, making yourself breakfast. She just woke up from her nap. So if you hear some strange noises, it's her making sounds or playing with her toys. She's just currently laying on the floor under her little like play center thing. I use this quite a bit just so I could cook dinner, cook breakfast, unload the dishwasher, do some basic stuff, and highly recommend this over a more structured carrier early on, because the structured ones I felt were better once she got past 2 months, when she was a little bit bigger, because I just felt she was so small, and you know, I just didn't want her to be getting like eaten up by this carrier, and this just works for small babies really well, and big babies or babies as they grow. So yeah, a carrier I used almost every day. All right, since she woke up from a nap, I actually grabbed her noise machine to show you. This is rechargeable, just like that egg light. So you can leave it plugged in all the time, or you can unplug it. This is just I think it's just like a Google one that was given to us by my mother-in-law. Shout out, Corey. And we use this every single night, sometimes during naps, sometimes she doesn't really need it during the day, but super easy to use. We just use the white noise option, and I think that we all sleep better at night because of this. So I don't think you need it, but it definitely helps everyone sleep a little bit better, and it also helps if your baby's going to bed before you, and if you're downstairs or in another part of your home and you want to kind of muffle the sounds in the house so that way they can sleep better and not get woken up. So noise machine. All right, last category of things is really to do with feeding your baby. So to preface this, I knew from the beginning that I wanted to breastfeed my baby. At least that was my goal. And I currently am still breastfeeding her. She is about 5 months now, and I'm still breastfeeding her 100% at this point. And I'm super proud of that. We are both very happy, and so many great things I could say about breastfeeding. Not to knock formula at all. Everyone has their own journey, and every mom knows what's right for their situation. But something I know I wanted to do. Both my mom and my mother-in-law breastfed all of their children, so I had a lot of support there. But I did not expect my breastfeeding journey to start how it did. I could honestly make a whole video on breastfeeding and feeding your baby, which maybe one day I will, but I was induced with my baby, so my body wasn't really ready to start producing milk. So my milk didn't come in for about 6 days after my baby was born, which to some people it doesn't sound like a long time, but when your baby's born, you just are hyper focused on their needs, and you want to do everything you possibly can to make sure they're healthy, they're growing. It's really crazy how the human brain works once you have a baby. So those 6 days felt like forever. And my journey of breastfeeding started very rocky. And if I didn't have the support from both of my mother and my mother-in-law, I don't know if I'd be where I am today, still breastfeeding. So thank you to both of you. But we had to start her on kind of combo feeding in those 6 days. We had to give her formula, and we also were giving her as much breast milk or colostrum that I was producing. And what the doctors recommended that I did was either have her latch on for as long as she wanted to, and then feed her some formula until she was full, about every 2 hours or whatever it was. But I really wanted to see how much milk I was even producing, or colostrum, to give me a peace of mind, because she did lose a little bit of weight in the beginning, more than they really wanted to see. So we were under crunch time to get her weight back up, and we were successful. And the way I was successful in that was I used a pump. So I had purchased a pump prior to her being born. I didn't put one on my registry because I didn't think I was gonna pump. I wanted to breastfeed from the breast, and that's just what I wanted to do. But being a first-time mom, I did not know all the bumps in the road that we were going to encounter. So I bought a pump just in case I wanted to, store some extra milk. But I ended up using that pump literally as soon as we came home from the hospital. I pumped every 2 hours, gave her whatever I could pump, if it was literally a half an ounce, whatever it was, and then I would give her some formula. So I want to share these products because if you're similar to me and were expecting to breastfeed and didn't really understand why you would still need a pump, like me, then this is definitely for you. So I bought this pump. It is a portable pump. It is from the brand Pumpables. I don't know if you can see. And I actually found this brand on Instagram, and I love it so much. It's portable. It has this little clip, so you can clip it onto like a pumping bra or your pants, or this little strap you can wear around your neck, and it hooks right into the pump. So it's portable. You can move around your home. That's what I wanted. I didn't want to be stuck to a chair. So I highly recommend this. It has great suction. In the beginning, would pump about 20 minutes just to see as much as I possibly could for her. But now if I pump at all, I literally can pump in like 7 minutes, and it gets as much as I really need it to. And I'm pretty empty by that point. So very strong, very portable. The battery lasts a long time. Like, I don't even know, multiple days, maybe even a week or longer. And super, super easy to use. Highly recommend this. Not crazy expensive. Obviously you can get one through, a lot of people get them through their insurance, so that works too. But if you're looking for a portable one, I would recommend this Pumpables one. A couple things that I would say you need along with this is a pumping bra. I just bought this one from Target. It has a zip in the front and like adjustable Velcro parts in the back, because it's a one size fits all. So you put those Velcros for where it measures for you. You always keep it like that, and then you just put it on, zip it through the front. What I did with the pump was, of course, it comes with all of this. It comes, of course, with a charger, but I recommend putting in the pump before you put on the pumping bra. And, you know, after every cleaning of the parts, which, once again, that's a whole other topic, but after you clean the parts, I would just honestly, I just keep it in like this all the time. and then wash all the parts, put it back together. It's super nice because, just put one side in. You have it in, of course, you have these little tubes that attach to the front. And of course, then you just kind of clip this on or your shirt or your pants and you can walk around with it while you're pumping. But another thing that I really love about this pump in particular is the bottles that come with it unscrew, of course, off of here, and it comes with tops. So it starts as like a little bottle, a little cover, really nice nipple. She latched onto this right away, and it has a really nice, very, very slow flow nipple for, I mean, this worked for her when she was a newborn. So this was super convenient for those early days when I was pumping so much, giving her anything I could get along with the formula. I would literally just give her these bottles because we were just desperate to feed her when we could. So if you are pumping and feeding your baby that milk right away, this one's really nice. I believe this is also compatible with other types of lids from other pump parts. I believe it's compatible with like Spectra parts. I'm not sure about Medela, but I know Spectra is compatible with their parts. So highly recommend this pump. It's something that I still use if I just want to store some extra milk. So recommend a pump even if you are not expecting to. If you are going to be pumping or formula feeding, you're definitely gonna want a bottle warmer. We did not have this starting out. This is just a very simple one. I don't recommend a super bougie, crazy bottle warmer or anything like that. This does the job. Super, super user friendly. You just put the water in to match where the milk is filled up to, and you just turn it to however many ounces are in there, click it, it lights up a full ring when it's fully heated, and that ring will also stay lit for an hour, so the milk can stay in here for up to an hour and stay warm. Won't get too hot or anything like that. But it's also pretty quick, it takes a couple minutes, and this is something that you're definitely gonna want, especially if you are breastfeeding and with a bottle, or you're combo feeding formula and breast milk. Your baby's used to warm milk from your body, so this helps them get that similar sensation. So recommend that. Talk about is bottles. These bottles are adorable. I remember making my registry and I used Baby List. They gifted me a box of some goodies, and in the box they gifted this MAM bottle, which most people know if you're breastfeeding and you're going to be getting a bottle at some point as well. MAM is widely known for being very friendly, for having a nipple that is similar to your breast's natural nipple. But honestly, everyone's nipples are different and every baby is different what they like. So my recommendation is to not go overboard and buy a ton of one brand of bottle. I would recommend buying a couple different kinds. I think I bought 4 different kinds. I think anything more than this is overkill. You'd probably be fine buying like 2 to start out, and then adding a couple more in as you know, as you see what your baby likes. But firstly, what I did was I was gifted this, so I bought a couple more of these because I heard great things. And then I also bought these NanoBebe ones. I'll show you the nipple of each of these. So these are the nipples of those. Of course, all bottles show how many ounces. One thing I did not like about the NanoBebe was you can't fit this in my bottle warmer. So that is one downside to this. But my baby preferred this nipple over this nipple. So I initially ran into a dilemma. And of course we were using these right away with, you know, the pump bottles, but we quickly stopped using these because I needed this to be able to pump my milk. So it just wasn't good for the long haul, but these were great very early on. She liked the nipple very slow, like I said. So these were nice, but moving into a more long-term bottle, we use this a fair amount, but she just never loved it. She would tolerate it and drink from it, right? So I also realized early on that there are different nipples you can purchase. So specifically with this one, we ended up buying different size nipples with more of a slow flow when we were feeding her a bottle to kind of mimic breastfeeding, because when you're breastfeeding, the milk comes pretty slow. So we really didn't want her to get a, you know, little upset belly from drinking too much too fast, or hiccups. Oh my gosh, she got hiccups like crazy, but pretty sure all babies do. So we started out with these two. I wasn't in love with either. Like I said, this one, she loved the nipple, but it couldn't go in the bottle warmer. This one, it was just 50-50 if she liked it or not. So I then purchased these glass bottles. I purchased these because I wanted bottles that I could put in the bottle warmer and were glass. I know that glass is just a lot safer chemical wise for heating up, so I ordered these. Obviously the Dr. Brown's one is hugely recognized for their anti-colic system for helping the baby suck in less air while they're feeding. And then I bought these Philips Avent natural, I think these Philips Avent naturals to mimic a natural like breast nipple. So she hated these, absolutely hated them. Tried them a couple times. The nipple, I think, is just really long for her, so she just really did not like it. So these, very early on, luckily I only bought like a 2-pack, I think, of these, so I'll hold on to them for a future baby, but they did not work for us. So then we tried these, and here's this nipple. If you can see, it's actually fairly similar to the NanoBebe nipple, right? Which I knew she loved. So when I saw this, I was like, ooh, we might have a winner. So I was right. She loved this nipple, and it's glass, so, and it's also the same brand as the warmer, ironic. And it heated nicely, it was in the glass, it was safe chemical-wise, and she loved the nipple. So this was the winner. So I'll kind of show you these nipple differences. This one, of course, the mam's kind of like flat-ish. Once again, didn't love that nipple. Love this one, but it couldn't go in her warmer. So this could work if you had just pumped milk. That's why I still like it and keep it and use it sometimes. This one, overall winner because you can heat it and has her favorite nipple and has a really nice slow feed. And it still has the anti-colic system on top. And again, this one, trash. Just, you kind of see all the nipples next to each other. This one is just huge. I would rate these as 1, 2, 3, and that one doesn't even need a spot. This is a bedside bassinet. It's in her room right now because she has recently stopped using it, and she's transitioned into her crib. So this is just in her room right now. It needs to go in the attic. But this is a bedside bassinet. I would recommend a bedside bassinet because it's kind of obvious if you want your baby near you, if you are breastfeeding, or even bottle feeding, of course, throughout the night. It's just really nice to be able to have your baby right next to you. This is the Baby Delight one. The bedside bassinet is a must. It is really nice for convenience, having them right next to you, and Something that I want to add into this is a lot of you will probably be surprised that I didn't put the Snuggle Me in this video or like a DockATot. We do have a Snuggle Me, but we didn't really use it that much. And the bassinet, when she was really young, we would actually bring it downstairs in our living room throughout the day and lay her in this because it was so much safer. You're not supposed to leave the baby for long in a Snuggle Me or DockATot. So, and she didn't like it for very long. So this I would recommend. You can keep it in your living room during the day and then move it to your bedroom at night. Of course, that might seem like a lot to some people, but most of them are pretty lightweight. This one is, at least. So it was easy to move her from our bedroom to the living room. But she napped in this so much when she was, especially the first couple of weeks, and then she slept in this every single night pretty much since she was born up until super recently, which again, she's almost 5 months old. So I would recommend a bassinet, that. And yeah, that kind of wraps up my top 10. I know some of those were kind of grouped together, but my top 10 most used products for the first 2 months. Most of those products I used every day. I definitely recommend purchasing products like these if you're about to have a baby, or if you are trying to buy a gift for someone about to have a baby, or even just trying to help someone build a registry. These were things that for my next baby, I would 100% have these things, and I would be just fine for the first 0 to 2 months if all I had was this. And then the last thing I wanted to kind of put into this was, this video did not include the most obvious things that most people are going to purchase for their baby, like a car seat, a stroller, a crib, a rocking chair, diapers and wipes. Those are all very obvious things. I wanted to share products that I felt maybe you might forget or didn't realize you needed, because more than half these products I did not have right away. That wraps up the video. Thanks for watching. I'm super happy I was able to make this video, and I hope that I can help someone find a product that helps them along their journey with their baby. But bye for now.